tela cheia.
Bom, galera, hoje é 27. Vou trazer esse evento aqui rapidinho. Lembrando a vocês que teremos muitos eventos, correndo contra o tempo, porque temos muitos eventos. Já terminar essa outra tudo aqui antes da Gamescom, que começa entre o dia 17 e 23 ou 24 de agosto. Então, quero começar isso aqui primeiro, terminar quanto antes desses eventos. Lembrando, dia primeiro, teremos 3 eventos. E os vídeos que estão marcados com datas sem ser dia 23, vão seguir assim. Dia 23 terá evento? Terá. E, séries vão ter séries no dia 23. Acho que dia 23 de agosto ou 23 de setembro começa a voltar as séries nesse dia. Então, bora lá.
Pause button.
Good afternoon
Video
and
progress.
welcome to the Fantasy Flight Games 2025 In-Flight Report. Please welcome to the stage, Head of Studio, Jim Cartwright.
Tem um jogo da Marvel aqui nessa lista, hein? E
Hello,
conteúdo para
PAX
2026 também.
Unplugged. How's everyone doing today? Yes, love that. Wait, hold on, one more time. I want to get that for the camera. How's everyone doing today? Yes, love that. Thank you so much for joining
São
us for our first in-flight
58 minutos
report
nós vamos
at
ter essa
PAX
live aqui. 58
Unplugged,
minutos.
the new home for Fantasy Flight Games in-flight report going forward. We are super, thank you.
Hoje é 27, estamos saindo às 4 da
We are
tarde.
super excited to kind of bring a new format to the in-flight report. In fact, you'll notice that there's some chairs up here. And so we are going to be taking you through a lot of really interesting new reveals. There's a ton of exciting stuff. I can't wait for all of you to be able to hear about it. We've been talking about this for so long internally. But I'm actually not going to be the one who's going to be presenting all of this for you. In fact, we have a brand new studio brand ambassador, Wes Morey. Please welcome Wes Morey to the stage.
Hello. Thank you, Jim. Thank you so
Wes.
much. You get to go rest now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the 2025 In-Flight Report. As Jim mentioned, we have had major studio updates over the past year, and it is my honor to now be your go-to source for every exciting update and announcement from FFG. All right, so we have a lot of you here. I already see you're hyped by Jim, but I want you to feel excited to cheer, scream, yell. There is going to be a lot of exciting information that we are revealing today. For those joining us at live stream at home, you are allowed to yell and scream and cheer in your living room. I will not judge you, only your pets will, all right? Are we ready to get started, folks? That's what I like. All right, so we will be discussing all of our major game lines throughout the presentation today, and there is no better place to begin than with the investigators of Arkham and the unspeakable horrors headed their way. Let's take a look at a clip about Arkham Horror, the card game. Perfect. A new Arkham Horror, the card game core set, arrives in spring of 2026, and that is kicking off what we like to call Chapter 2. Now, the story continues as the people of Arkham, Massachusetts slowly work to put their lives back together in the aftermath of Cthulhu's rampage. But now, if you will excuse me for a moment, I need to now draw upon the arcane powers to deliver us a mystic who can peer through the mist and tell us what is next. I summon Duke Harris to the stage. Thank you, Duke. Grab a seat. Thank you for entertaining me, folks, with my dramatics. We're so excited to have you here to chat about Arkham Horror and all that's on the way. Before we get started, can you tell us a little bit about your role at FFG and maybe how you came to join the team?
Yeah, I came on as an intern back in 2019 and worked on the Innsmouth conspiracy. And then I came on in 2021 as a full-time employee and have been lead designer for Arkham Horror, the card game, since. Yeah.
I have had the privilege of seeing Duke's personal Arkham Horror collection at home, and I do feel like you might have been a fan for a bit longer than just from when you were an intern.
Just a little bit. I mean, I got the core set the week that it came out. I had no idea that it was coming out, and I was just floored that we had a co-op horror kind of card game RPG hybrid, and I played it ever since.
That's amazing. I know that you and your team have been very excited to unveil this new core set, kick off Chapter 2. For those who maybe haven't heard about what that is, can you tell us a little bit about what is coming in this new core box?
Yeah, Chapter 2 is us taking the card game, the world of the Arkham Files forward in the wake of the Drowned City. The core set is itself our new jumping off point for the game going forward. We've brought back some old favorites from Chapter 1, of course, but it's full of new cards, new encounter sets, a basic introductory campaign to get new players familiar with the game. We've also included a lot of, quality of life upgrades. We've got connection tokens, which is definitely something that I've seen much requested from fans, card dividers so that you can organize your collection better, and a variety of other things. Not only that, but it's the beginning of a new chapter.
It's exciting. For those who have played the Drowned City expansion, Cthulhu came to town and has changed a lot of what has happened, not only to the investigators, but to the town itself. So with this new core set, we're taking that into account and really launching this Chapter 2 moment. We have already revealed some information about this new core set. We know that Joe Diamond and Isabel Barnes are two of the investigators that are being included in this new core set, but since we have you here on stage, I thought maybe we could give a little more information on who will be joining them. So who's the first investigator that's going to join this team?
Yeah, we've got investigator fan favorite Daniela Reyes, who returns having her auto shop devastated by the events of the Drowned City. She's taken up work at a meat packing facility that's moved in the wake of the devastation.
And who next?
We've got also Dexter Drake joining us. He was previously looking for the pieces of the Necronomicon, searching for these different occult scraps, and unfortunately, perhaps for his own psyche and sanity, has put it all together.
I will say, please keep a lookout on the live streams next year because I will be cosplaying as Dexter Drake. I usually rock a mustache. I decided maybe not today, but keep a lookout. I already have my top hat, yeah? And who is going to be our final investigator for the core box?
We have Trish Scarborough, the now former spy. She uncovered a conspiracy at the heart of the Black Chamber and is now trying to unravel what's really at the heart of it.
Amazing. I heard some oohs from the crowd, which I love. Keep it up. Get into it. Diving in. We're focused. This is a communal experience. Yeah. All right. So that means this is the lineup for our new core box releasing in the spring. Whose fate will you hold in your hands? Literally. Do you get it? Because it's a card game.
I got it, yeah.
Okay, thank you. I paid Duke before this to at least give me some pity laughter. Okay, so our Arkham Horror Chapter 2 also marks the beginning of a brand new cadence of releases. So what that means is we are going to be releasing 4 Arkham products a year. Now, Duke and the rest of the design team have been working very hard to deliver a lot of different types of products, so whether that is deck building resources, campaign expansions, scenario packs, fans are going to see a lot more Arkham coming their way each year. So, Speaking of releases, can you tell us maybe what the first release is that's coming after the core set?
We have lovingly handcrafted some new evergreen investigator decks to get people into the game and to establish the opening card pool.
Now, this is a new concept. This is something new that we're introducing, correct? So these evergreen investigator decks are going to be available. They are going to remain in print so that both old fans and new fans will have the opportunity to get these to add to their collections and also then, of course, explore more ways to play. So, since we're here, I promised you a lot of announcements. I promised you a lot of news. We're not going to make them speculate. We're going to tell you exactly who these evergreen investigator decks will be. So starting off, who do we have?
We got Tommy Muldoon, formerly the rookie cop. He's maybe a little bit too confident in his abilities.
And following Tommy, we have...
We've got Carolyn Fern, who previously appeared, as many Arkham fans might know, as a Guardian. She's returned as a seeker as she tries to delve into the secrets of the unknown, the dreamlands, and the things that brought her into the mythos.
This is a great example of how the things that have happened in the game are affecting our new investigators. So we're really trying to think narratively and create exciting new things for the fans. Who is next?
We got Marie Lambeau, the singer, and she had a long and very, very sordid past and a haunted history with her family with blood magic. She's now embraced her grandmare's strange and dangerous legacy and is using it.
It's always story time with Duke when I ask him to tell me about these characters. I love it. It's great. And now we also have two new investigators that are going to become evergreen investigator decks. So first up we have...
Miguel de la Cruz, the Argentinian rancher. Now he's moved to Arkham to take up work at the aforementioned meatpacking facility.
The meatpacking facility is the place to be. And finally, in our evergreen investigator decks, we have...
What might be a familiar face to those of you who played Film Fatale, we've got Andre Patel, the silent film actor who's come for his latest shoot to Arkham.
Amazing. So this will be the lineup for our 5 evergreen investigator decks. And they will release soon after the core set, also in the spring of 2026. Now, I do believe we promised 4 product releases a year, and as this is a new format for the In-Flight, we are trying to share more exciting news with you this year. So, directly after the Evergreen Investigator packs releasing in summer of 2026, we have Children of Blood. Just take this in, folks. Look at those nails. This will be a 3-scenario campaign expansion and is coming in summer of 2026. And of course, the 4th product that we are releasing next year, finishing out the year, we have one final scenario pack titled Traces to Nowhere. Now, I am terrified to find out what that shadow is, but I know it will be exciting for the narrative of the game. All right, so to recap, we have the new core set releasing in spring of 2026, with 5 evergreen investigator decks releasing shortly after that. Then, for the second half of the year, we have the Children of Blood campaign expansion, and rounding out the year in the fall, we have the Traces to Nowhere scenario pack. So as you can see, there are many leads to follow, mysteries to unravel, and evils to face in the city of Arkham. Who will you become in this next chapter? Please help me thank Duke for joining us here on stage. Thank you so much. Looking very dapper in your FFG branded polo. Now, Duke will be available for designer signings tomorrow from 12 to 2 in the Expo Q Hall. So if you want a chance to chat with Duke about some of these exciting things, make sure to be there. Now, fans of FFG know that we have a very special relationship and unique relationship with GameGenic. Now, our 2 companies bring together both our passion and expertise to maximize the experience of our games through both innovative products and accessories. So, in that collaborative spirit, I am honored to invite the CEO and head of GameGenic, Adrian Alonso, to join me here on stage. Let's hear it for Adrian.
Hello. How are you doing? Good to see you again.
Adrian is no stranger to the In-Flight Report. We are always excited to have him join us here. Do you want to say anything about the partnership between GameGenic and FFG?
Absolutely. So what it is special about this partnership, it is You know, usually you have like a licensor and a licensee that does product for something. And here it's completely different. We always design from together things to maximize the experience. So to have products that from day one, they're completely immersive. That's what makes this partnership so special.
It's always exciting to have Adrian on a Teams chat or a call because he will always inevitably show us something that he's working on that he's very excited about. So speaking of that, can you tell us anything about what is coming along with Arkham Chapter 2?
Well, we are supporting this incredible game like never before. So you can expect a lot of things and a lot even of innovation and a lot of things that people were asking us for a long time. So I'm pretty excited to maybe show a slide.
I think we should. Let's see. So this, it will be the lineup of some new products for Arkham Horror Chapter 2. What can you tell us about it, Adrian?
Well, some of you might know already what we call the investigator deck tomes. And we thought for the second chapter we needed to redesign them to make them more immersive in terms of making more in the mood of the game. And therefore they come all in black right now and they have a beautiful foiling. And for people that don't know the products yet, first of all, shame on you. And second, I highly recommend these products because without even opening the deck box, you can recognize which investigator is inside because we have a specific pocket for the mini investigator and this kind of stuff. And now, for the people that see one box on behind, we have even a bigger product that completes the lineup for these investigator deck tomes, which we call the Game Night Chest. Exactly, that's the reaction I was waiting for. And it is not meant to just store your cards. It is really meant to use while you're playing and to take it with you on a game night. So it is designed for that.
Now, I know you like to show off product, and I just wish we might have one of those physical products here to show.
I wish as well, but the problem is I had a long trip and, or maybe?
Well, actually, Adrian, if you take a look behind you, Duke has snuck back out here on stage and might be bringing us a present. Duke, I'll grab that from you. I will be the Vanna White so that Adrian can show us with this new game night box. So, what can you tell us about this?
So first of all, the material is astonishing. This is a really premium material like no one of our other materials that we've done. Then you have this foiling on both sides, which makes this very cool and very likable. And if you open it, wow! This is designed to hold these investigator deck tomes that I have here, one of them. Again, they are now, the differentiation between the colors are now done by foiling. And they fit exactly 4 deck tomes because it's the perfect size for a gaming night. Then you have a specific side pocket here to put your token back. And then you have here additional space for all your campaign cards for the night. But if you know Gamegenic by now, we always have something more. So, of course, that's not all. Of course, this one, and now comes the magic, has here an additional pocket and tray, and it comes included with our very popular token silo. This is included already in the box. Thank you. And besides that, if you take a look here, there's a space for all your campaign books and what you need. So it's the perfect box, very compact. It fits in many different backpacks. And you have all you need to go in a go. And this is, as I mentioned, we are supporting this as never before. This is just 2 of the products that we will be bringing. There's a lot coming, a lot, for Arkham Horror. So we are pretty proud to support this game like that.
Amazing. Let's hear it for Adrian. He will be back, of course, to talk about some other amazing Gamegenic products that are coming our way. But we have so much more to chat about. Why don't we move on to Marvel Champions? We have Marvel Champions fans. I knew. I was warned. You are so excited about what's coming next. You saw what we just revealed for Arkham. We are going to talk about a lot today. So this is one of our pillar game lines. It has a huge community out there, not only here in the US, but also internationally. I had the pleasure of interacting with many of them at Spiel recently. And to talk about all the exciting news coming from Marvel Champions, please help me welcome Josh Bepler to the stage. Hey, Josh. Come on in.
Hello.
You match our chairs. This is great.
It'll blend right in.
We didn't know. It's exciting. Hi, welcome to the party.
Thank you so much.
Some people might not be as familiar with Josh. Can you tell us a bit about what your job is at FFG and how long you've been with the company?
Absolutely. So I've been with Asmodee a little over 3 years. I was with Unexpected Games, studio founded and run by Corey Koneska, longtime Fantasy Flight Games legend, frankly. And just a few months ago, I joined Fantasy Flight Games as the marketing manager for Living Card Games. So I'm thrilled to be here.
And I know one of your primary focuses as the new marketing manager, along with your team, is to provide more consistent updates about what's next for all of our living card games, not just Marvel Champions. So I'm really glad you're here, actually, to talk about some exciting new things. So why don't we jump right in? As previously announced, we have a new product coming out. We have the Synthezoid SmackDown Scenario Pack. What can you tell us about this, Josh?
Yeah, so the Civil War is raging on. We've got 2 new leaders joining the fight with Vision and She-Hulk, representing their sides respectfully. And we do have this on display here at the show. If you'd like to check out the booth, you can get an early look at some of the cards and some of the contents there. And we're excited to confirm this is coming in early December, so just a few weeks away.
It's been really exciting seeing Civil War happen because, of course, we've introduced this brand new player versus player mode. And just to say aloud, very specifically, just because we have a new play mode does not mean that you cannot play all of our Civil War products still with the typical co-op mode. So anyone concerned about that new mode, it's just optional, and it gives a really great way to kind of engage with the game in a new and unique way. Next, I know there is one more announcement that we are talking about in December. Can you tell us what is coming their way?
Absolutely. So we're excited in December. We're going to roll out our next rules reference. And there within, we're going to introduce the beta environments for Marvel Champions. And so those waiting for the first look at those, you'll be able to dive right into that in just a few weeks, about mid-December.
So that will wrap up 2025, but of course, with 2026, we have announced already that we are kicking off the year with Wonder Man and Hercules hero packs. I'm obsessed with this art. Yes, fans. Now, a new year, 2026, new products, yes. So it means that all of the fans have been asking, what's coming next? Why don't we show them? Can we tell them who's coming into the game?
We can. I think it's finally time to bring one of the most requested heroes into Marvel Champions.
So let's move ahead to that next clip. That's exactly what we knew would happen. That is exactly right. Daredevil is joining Marvel Champions. What can you tell us, Josh?
Yeah, we are thrilled. So Daredevil, alongside Echo, as 2 new playable heroes, will join us here in the Fear No Evil expansion. That is coming this next summer, 2026. Of course, 2 new playable heroes. You're going to have 3 more villains to fight against. We have plenty more information coming soon on that, but you don't have long to wait.
Now, when I hear Daredevil, a few other heroes might pop into one's brain. So who's going to be joining Daredevil next year?
So with Daredevil, as you may expect, we are going to dive right into the Defenders. We have, let's hear it. So we have Jessica Jones and Luke Cage hero packs. They're going to be coming to us right after the Fear No Evil expansion.
Absolutely. The Defenders have always been some of my favorite heroes. Are they some of yours as well?
They are. I think they, of course, such a fun group of heroes, but there within they also have a great rogues gallery and some really cool enemies that they battle against. And with that, we're going to be diving into our next scenario pack, Shadowland. And so the Defenders will do battle with the shadowy crime syndicate of ninjas, the Hand.
For those not here in person, there was an oh that happened. That's the same noise we made when we saw this art for the first time. It is amazing with the hand there in the back. So we have Daredevil, Echo, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, The Hand. It feels like maybe we're only missing a couple final pieces. What's going to end out next year?
So for Battling the Hand, you may expect we're going to see 2 more hero packs with Elektra and Iron Fist, again, joining Marvel Champions.
All right. So to recap, we have Wonder Man and Hercules hero packs releasing in spring of 2026. The Fear No Evil campaign expansion in summer of 2026. Jessica Jones and Luke Cage hero packs also releasing in summer of 2026. Then the Shadowlands scenario pack in the fall of 2026. And rounding out the year, we have Elektra and Iron Fist hero packs releasing in winter 2026. So let it be known, Marvel Champions is going strong, and there is more coming to our fans in the future. Thank you so much, Josh. Let's give Josh a round of applause.
Thank you.
So glad to have you join the team. Now, we are only a third of the way through the in-flight presentation, so there's so much more to talk about. So why don't we move on to Fantasy Flight board games, all right? So our most recent release, of course, was Twilight Imperium Thunder's Edge. So for those not familiar, let's take a look at that video. I love that video. Twilight Imperium Thunder's Edge brings the classic interstellar conflict to a breaking point where everything revolves around the newly discovered legendary planet Thunder's Edge. With the addition of 5 new factions and a unique new game mode called Twilight's Fall, the question remains, will the future lead to calamity or prosperity? Thunder's Edge is available now, so you can grab your copy. Now, jumping over to the Star Wars galaxy and the Star Wars The Deck Building game, those who are here in person with us at PAX Unplugged have the opportunity to get exclusive access to our brand new Mandalorian faction pack before it releases to the general public on November 28th. This new Mandalorian pack introduces a new faction to face off against the other 4 powerful factions that are already included in the base game and the Clone Wars edition. Plus, it unlocks a brand new 3-player head-to-head mode where every player is pushing for their own agenda across the galaxy. So take a look at that if you haven't had a chance to see it. But that is not all, because FFG is prioritizing development of more Star Wars The Deck Building game content, yes, with an exciting new expansion coming in summer of 2026. So there is going to be some really great ways to engage with Star Wars The Deck Building game coming soon. Now, for our final 2 major board game updates, I would like to welcome Caitlin McGrath, our Director of Board Games, to join me up here on stage. Hello, Caitlin.
Hey, Wes.
Everybody's here. Clock the shoes. Clock the shoes. They're so nice. Thanks so much for being here. Can you tell us a little bit about your journey to becoming Director of Board Games at FFG?
Absolutely. So games have always been a really big part of my life. My first console was the NES. I played my first RPG at 15, my first TCG at 16. My first digital integrated board game came with a VHS tape.
Classic. This is an age check for the audience.
But the first FFG game I really fell in love with was Arkham Horror, the card game. It was the right brain burn I needed at the moment I found it, and I just dove right in. I was very lucky that a very dear friend of mine invited me to join his playtest team, where I then got to start playtesting the game and getting excited over content that fans weren't gonna see for a long time. So when I found out that the studio was spooling up its first strategy team under Jim Cartwright before his role as head of studio, I was incredibly excited to apply and very lucky to be chosen. And through the work in that strategy team, I grew with the studio, and when we restructured the studio and Jim moved into his head of studio role, I was incredibly privileged to be offered the director of board games role, where I now get to continue to fall in love with all of the things that we have coming out. That 3-player mode on the deck builder, y'all, has been so much fun. And like, Grogu, really? Please. For Twilight Imperium, we're really excited that next month we're gonna have the designer of Thunder's Edge in town with us, Dane, and we'll be doing a live stream of that new exciting draft mode that you were talking about. So check out our live stream schedule and tune in.
I do feel like there's a theme emerging where you have an Arkham Horror tattoo. Jim, of course, famously has his Star Wars Unlimited tattoo, so I do feel obligated now as brand ambassador to maybe I'll do Twilight Imperium. We'll see. We'll do a poll, and you all can maybe if we raise something, we'll put something together where if you do enough, then I'll get a tattoo.
My entire thigh is Ancient Evils, for those of you in the know.
That actually makes your investment into FFG the perfect reason why we have you up here. There are some really major things happening with board games at FFG. I think this actually needs a drum roll. We can like pound our feet, do a thing. What is coming next for board games, Caitlin?
So, you may have heard recently that both the Zombicide and Cthulhu Death May Die brands were coming under the Asmodee umbrella. But now we're excited to tell you more specifically that they will be coming into the FFG family. We feel, we're excited about it too.
Wow,
we're really excited about it too.
From the audience.
We feel that this is the perfect fit. FFG has always been known for in-depth storytelling and enhancing rich, vibrant worlds. And importantly, we've been able to preserve the original creative team on these games. So if you are already in love with these game lines, you're going to continue to get more of the same content you know and love from the creators you've been engaging with a little FFG sprinkle on top.
That is exactly right. Yes, that is worth an applause. We are so excited about this combining of all these IPs. We are taking the creative vision from these really established deep lore games and then adding in the resources and reach of FFG to make sure that we can bring you not only the products that you love already, but also new and exciting things. So, speaking about new and exciting things, can you tell us a bit about the plans for these properties? What is the first thing coming up for Cthulhu Death May Die?
So the first thing coming up for Cthulhu Death May Die is we're going to be reopening the Cthulhu Death May Die Forbidden Reaches Pledge Manager. So if you're already on this campaign, you can review, edit your pledge, update your shipping address, and if you didn't get in the first time it was open, we will be accepting new pledges on this campaign. So now's your chance to get on board. FFG is going to be handling the shipment and fulfillment and all of that. And for the details on when this page reopens and what the important timeline dates are, you should follow the crowdfunding campaign page.
Exactly. So just to reiterate again, beyond Forbidden Reaches, there is more in store for Cthulhu Death May Die, correct?
Oh yeah, Cthulhu is no stranger to the halls at FFG, and we are already in talks with the creative team on these projects to consider the long-term future of these game lines. So you shouldn't be expecting Cthulhu Death May Die to go anywhere anytime soon.
Cthulhu Death May Die isn't going to die.
No.
I have never said that in any of our practice rehearsals, and I apologize to the room for saying it now.
We love a good pun, Wes.
I know. I'm going to get attacked by some of our coworkers later. Okay, so let's move on. Let's save me from this. Let's talk about Zombicide. So we already know some things that have been discussed about Zombicide. So what's next for Zombicide?
So coming up next is going to be the Squid Game expansion for Zombicide. It'll be releasing in summer of 2026. But if you're here in person at PAX Unplugged, you can get a preview of it and demo it at the Asmodee booth in the main expo hall. If you are a fan of this show, there's going to be a lot in this box for you. You get to play as survivors, facing off against zombies, and also going up against the ruthless masked guards. That doll's head turns a full 360 degrees, and it is creepy in the best way.
I do already plan to purchase the game and then hide the doll around the house to scare my husband. So, I hope he's not watching, because now it's not going to be a surprise, but we'll see. Okay. Well, as previously announced, we know that Zombicide Squid Game is coming, but there are also, we've been talking a lot about future releases. I've promised dramatic, gasping moments for our audience. So I think maybe a teaser trailer is in order to see what is coming next for Zombicide. Let's take a look. We probably should have added a jump scare warning into that one. But this is so exciting. So Zombicide Dead Men Tales, a brand new standalone core box, will be launching a crowdfunding campaign very soon. What can you tell us about it, Caitlin?
So on this one, I can't tell you as much. We're still working on dialing in the release date. But if you follow that QR code up on the screen, or links we'll be posting to the FFG social media pages, you can keep up to date with all of the announcements for this brand new standalone.
And this is especially exciting because both Zombicide and Cthulhu
Putz,
Death May
QR
Die
Code,
have
coisa
given the opportunity
mais
to add
porca que
crowdfunding
fizeram.
into Fantasy Flight. So we have been talking a lot about what does that mean for us, how can we engage with
É mais fácil
crowdfunding.
de
I know
roubar as
Caitlin
contas
has
dos
so
outros
many
com isso aí.
ideas to figure out how we can incorporate it into our board games. Maybe one. Let's give them like one, just like one
little
idea we
one.
have for
Not
crowdfunding.
like a big deal or
Yeah.
So we've actually been considering this for a while, and FFG is very
Iniciar janela.
excited to announce the
Pesquisar
launch of our
janela.
FFG Vault
Captura
series.
no opções
So
de
what the Vault
energia
series is
e
going to be
OBS
is a series that
Studio
is run through
seja
crowdfunding, where we take a
fixado.
look at some of our older games.
REC,
Things that might be out
0
of
hora e
print, hard
0
to
minuto
find, we
live,
see
0
nostalgia
hora
for them, and we want to
36
make it easier
minutos
for
e
y'all to get your
projetor em
hands on
tela
those products. So we're going to be taking a look case by case, making some thoughtful changes, but really like preserving that core game that you're used to.
It's exciting because if I know one thing about Fantasy Flight games fans is that they
Falta mais ou
love
menos
the
20 e
classic
poucos
products. So
minutos.
of course we want to make sure we are listening to that feedback, figuring out different ways to engage with them, and by adding in this crowdfunding idea, it is a really great way to kind of look at the roots of FFG and kind of bring us back to that a bit. When we bring these
Na hora que
products
sair
in,
esse
are there any,
vídeo,
is
já
there
deve
gonna be, like,
estar
major
gravando a
changes or
continuação
shifts, or what's that gonna look like?
desse.
So one thing is, if you ever taught one of our games to your friends, you know
Porque
that
no dia
often our
1º,
rulebooks are a
galera,
little
de
bit, most
agosto,
of the
eu
time,
vou
except
soltar
one. So I'm going to give
os
some
dois
overarching
concertos da
themes of
Pax
the Vault
West.
series, but like don't pin me to any single one, right?
Dia 28 não
So
teremos
first and
Pax.
foremost, these are the game mechanics of these Vault series products. The mechanics will remain intact.
Teremos
These are not
chupa
going to be
chupa.
new editions of these games. We're going to still be bringing in new stuff, just not through the Vault series. But what we will be doing is doing updated things like updated art, graphic design, quality of life improvements to things like the layout of boards or player aids and things like that. Speaking of the expanded resources you brought up earlier, we now have things like a rule specialist in-house. So we can take a look at some of these older rule books, bring them into modern FFG sensibility, make sure they're straightforward and legible for everybody who's trying to learn these games for the first time. Then we're going to be looking at
Estamos
some
preparando
fancy
para jogar
upgrades,
o
things like
Uncharted
that
aqui no
you can do.
canal,
For the
galera.
most part,
Dia
you can
15.
consider the Vault series like ultimate or collector's editions of these games.
Amazing. It's perfect. So there is so much more coming from board games. I know people have been asking what's next. Caitlin is leading an amazing team, and of course we have a
Dia
lot
18,
more
meu
coming.
Deus,
So
dia
let's hear it
18.
for Caitlin. Thank you so much for joining us. Amazing. Now, that means we are moving into the final section of the in-flight report. And of course, that means, who's here ready for some Star Wars Unlimited news? I know. I knew it was going to be like that. Okay, so 2025 marked the end of Season 0, which culminated in our first ever Galactic Championship. Let's take a look at how that went.
Eu adiei, galera, o torneio do Magic, o Championship, torneio mundial, por uma razão. Estou trazendo nosso querido Magic primeiro.
I hope maybe some people in the audience here saw themselves in that video because I can see all the Galactic Championship merch just floating out there. So the Galactic Championship brought 3,500 attendees from across the globe, with 2,200 of those attendees playing and competing to become our first ever Galactic Champion. So this means, if you're doing math, if you're a math human, I am not, you will see that we had over 1,000 people join us, travel there just to be part of the community. That means it was family and friends who were trading cards, who were meeting the designers, the artists behind the games, and of course, taking pictures with our life-size TIE Fighter and X-Wing. So we are so excited. With over 3,400 side events that fired throughout the weekend, that means we had over 24,000 games of Star Wars Unlimited played throughout that weekend. Now, we hope you will join us next year for July 24th through the 26th at the Venetian Resort again in Las Vegas for our 2026 Galactic Championship. This is the first time we're announcing a tickets go on sale date, so that will be February 17th, 2026, and of course there'll be more info coming in the next few months. Now, of course, November means a brand new set just released. We released Secrets of Power, which of course shifts the focus from the front lines of the
Estou
battlefield more to
2026, não vou
the
trazer aqui no canal, não,
corridors of
galera.
power, where cunning
Não vou trazer
diplomacy
aqui, não.
and shadowy manipulation and backroom deals take center stage. Now, we have really loved seeing over the past few weeks how the fans are engaging with this new set. We've seen lots of new strategies for Premiere coming up, and people, of course, diving fully into limited play, which is new for Season 1. And we look forward to seeing how this will affect the meta, and you best believe we will be giving you updates along the way. But I know there's a lot of Star Wars Unlimited fans here. I know what you're like. I know you're always excited about what's next, what new mechanics are going to go in the game, when is my favorite character going to join Star Wars Unlimited. So we're going to tell you. We are going to tell you exactly what is coming with A Lawless Time. Let's check out that video.
Parece médico isso aqui, galera. E eu falei para o Elemento, galera, mas se não monetizar até novembro o canal, não vou poder ter o canal, não vou poder seguir. Seria pouca grana? Seria.
That
Mas
is right. A
alguma
Lawless
coisa
Time
ganhará,
is
né?
releasing soon. Fans, of course, have been speculating about this for months, but now it is finally time to release some details about the new set. So please help me welcome game designer John Leo to the stage. Come on up. I made sure these chairs were denim just for you. John is our denim-clad designer in the office more often than not. Welcome. Hello.
Hey, Wesley.
I've told them a bit about your fashion now, but can you tell us a bit about your journey to joining FFG and your connection to A Lawless Time?
Absolutely. So I've been with the studio almost 3 years now, and I'm one of the lead designers on the upcoming set, A Lawless Time.
Which means he's the one that's going to give us all the details. Have you been lead designer on any other sets?
Oh, yeah. So my last lead design project was Legends of the Force, which I co-designed with my friend Joe
Nunca
O'Neill.
fa-
And we had so much fun working on that set together that we thought, hey, let's run it back and do it again, but a little more unhinged this time.
Okay, that was the exact phrase he used. Let's run it back. Let's go unhinged. I remember the Teams meeting. No. Okay, let's see. What can you tell us about the overall theme of A Lawless Time?
Yeah, one of the things that, oh man, that key art,
It's
by
so
the way.
good. It's so
Holy moly.
good.
Meu
One of
Deus.
the things that I really love about Star Wars Unlimited is the feeling that you're assembling a squad or a team of characters with different skill sets, different backgrounds, and you're teaming up for some impossible goal, whether that's winning a battle or maybe scoring a big heist or rescuing somebody you love.
That is exactly right. So A Lawless Time is going to feature heists, some risk and reward kind of opportunities, and then maybe a little breaking of the rules that have maybe been established all the way since Spark of Rebellion.
Yeah, it's time to break some rules, I think.
I think it's really exciting. So you're talking about all these like amazing team ups. Can you give us maybe an example of a specific one that helped kind of inspire the theme of the set?
Oh, absolutely. When first off, I pitched this set, Cradle to Grave. This project has been my baby, and I think one of those moments that we're talking about when we first sat down thinking about this set was that bit when Leia Organa brings together a team of R2-D2, C-3PO, Lando Calrissian, Luke Skywalker, Chewbacca, everyone, all these characters with different skill sets and backgrounds and
It's a bit
motivations,
nuts.
and brings them all together to rescue Han Solo from the Daimyo's palace of Jabba the Hutt.
It's so good, and that's what I love about Star Wars Unlimited is that we are so focused on
O jogo da Nath seria legal,
you know,
jogo
of
da
course,
Nath,
the Star
jogo
Wars
de-
galaxy, but then using it in
Dá
really
pra fazer
creative
jogo dela.
ways to create mechanics and different ways that the game engages with our
Yeah.
fans, right? So you said
Luta de
said
cegos.
that
Seria
you
bem
know, we're
legal, hein?
focusing on those characters. I think we maybe saw them in the video. So why don't we talk a little bit about our leader cards that are going to be featured in this set?
Absolutely. So we wanted to lean into that exact feeling. And so, of course, we started off with our spotlight leader, Leia Organa, someone who loves you. This leader is all about caring about the different aspect icons that you have on the board. So she herself is command heroism, but of course that deck is going to play characters with a variety of different aspects, and it's all going to be about how do you figure out how to get more and more and more people on that team and onto the board. I think we'll have a little bit more detail on that first look article that's coming soon too.
Absolutely, yeah. So who is going to be facing off against our Leia Organa leader unit?
Well, you know she's got to be facing down Jabba the Hutt, the crime boss. Now, I love this leader. He is all about using an army of underworld minions to generate value. And in some cases in this game, value means tempo, or sometimes value means actual value, like in the form of credit tokens.
Okay. Now, our longtime fans will hear this and say, wait, credit tokens? I don't know what that is.
The heck
Is
is
that
that?
a new mechanic for this next set?
That's a brand new mechanic, and one that we knew we wanted in this game from the beginning. Credit tokens are a new kind of token that is presented in A Lawless Time. This is something that you can cash in, like a one-time currency, if you will, to help you pay for the cost of playing a card or activating an action or an ability. They are so useful, and they're really great for letting you play some of those big, splashy, spicy cards ahead of the curve, and they can be so impactful both in A Lawless Time in limited play, but also in constructed in a big, big way.
I'm already hearing the whispers in the audience. I will just reiterate, they are one-time use currency, so they're not necessarily resources.
Right, they're not technically resources, so
so
you
they-
will not be
yeah.
deploying your leader early, but they will help you play those exciting cards that you want to be playing that maybe you didn't get quite a chance to play as early as you'd like before.
Now, I know credits are not the only new mechanic. What else is coming in this set?
Well, we may have seen a little bit of that in the video before, but we have multi-aspect units for the first time in Star Wars Unlimited. Absolutely, something we wanted from the very beginning. When I joined the team and saw what Spark of Rebellion had cooked up, I said, this is great, but when are we going to do multi-aspect? And they said, pitch it.
O jogo da
And here
Nath
we
seria
are.
legal. Jogo
This
dando a
set
bengalada nos outros.
introduces multi-aspect units, other cards. Here, for example, we've got Zeb Aurelio Spectre 4. The very first, of course, vigilance, aggression, heroic unit. No character could possibly be a better fit. And he has these great abilities. These multi-aspect cards allow us to make cards that are going to feel distinct and really, really interesting. And also, Spectre, Spectre fans are eating good right now.
I know that people watching the live stream at home have already started picking apart this announced trailer and are probably screenshotting and zooming in. So let's help everyone. And why don't we show off at least one more card? Who else is coming in this
All
set?
right. Well, you can't have a set about the underworld without Hondo Onaka, plays by his own rules. This is a legendary card, our very first Cunning Vigilance card. A legendary who lets you just look at the top card of your deck anytime you feel like it. And once per phase, you can just play that bad boy right off the top. I love this card. He is so, so fun.
I can imagine, like, this is such a major concept that's getting added into the game. So how did that change how you and the rest of the designers approach designing cards for this set?
Well, one of the things we loved about designing cards that have multiple different aspects is you really get to sit and think, well, what makes a card quintessentially cunning? What makes a card quintessentially vigilance? And in what way can we maybe drop in a little bit of vigilance to make that card feel more like that? Or are there some ways we can make abilities, create abilities that are going to feel like a distinct melding of those two aspects? I think Hondo's a pretty good example of a pair of abilities that will never exist on a card that doesn't have cunning and vigilance.
So that's a little bit about A Lawless Time. I know there is so much more that we will be revealing through spoiler season. But one other major change, I just want to stand up so people would hear this, with the release of A Lawless Time will be that we will be updating the booster packs based on some feedback we've received through this first year of the game. So more details will be coming in December. And of course, that announced trailer that we just showed, and as John mentioned, a first look article will be posted on our socials soon, if they aren't live already. So let's give a big round of applause for John Leo. Thank you so much. What a pleasure. We'll see you next time. John Leo will be available for designer duels tomorrow from 10 to noon, and then also some designer signings later this afternoon from 4 to 5, as well as tomorrow. And we recently found out we have Kyle Petchak here, one of the artists behind Star Wars Unlimited. So he has graciously volunteered to be part. He's over there. I won't point at him. You have to go find him. You have to come to the designer signings. He's going to join us so that we can have an opportunity for you to chat with him about the things he has done. Of course, now, one of the major factors that has made Star Wars Unlimited such a success has been the amazing Gamegenic products that we have accompany each set. So, as promised, please help me welcome Adrian Alonso, CEO and head of Gamegenic, back to the stage.
I'm back.
He's back. We knew you needed more stage time. All right, so we have A Lawless Time. We finally talked about it. Can you tell us a bit about what's next for A Lawless Time and the products accompanying it?
Well, we've been supporting this game from the very beginning because we thought from the very, very beginning this is a great TCG with a lot of great mechanics, and we wanted to be part of it from the start. And of course, we will be part of it for this new set. So the thing is, I would have loved to show things.
This is tricky. It is tricky. It's difficult.
It is really tricky, you know, because maybe I should be lawless, because it's a lawless time. But the thing is, Jim would not approve it.
I
you
think
know?
Jim might get mad. But he's
He
not
would be
really on
mad.
stage.
No, he's not. So
But I'm literally right here. I'm literally right behind the stage. Come on now, Adrian. We talked about this. We can't spoil everything all the time.
I'm known for spoiling things, so I'm
That is
spoiling.
true. I will not take responsibility for this as new brand ambassador, but if you want to push this giant green button.
I'll take the responsibility. Which one? This?
Yeah, that one.
This is the lineup of cool products that we will be coming for this lawless side.
You have an accomplice behind you. Here, I'll take those.
And this will be one of the great arts that you can find on this set, which we all love. And the second one is, this is also my favorite one, Jabba the Hutt in this position. But on the back side, if you take a look, there's also Leia. So we will have, thank you. We will have as well sleeves with both of them, but also with the beloved droids C3PO and R2D2. So we are pretty proud of bringing this together with other products that we have designed and are not in the market like that at all. So we are known to bring products in the premium sector that is enriching the gaming experience. So next to this set, we will bring some cool new products that all of you will be expecting, but these ones are not meant to be shown today.
I know you said that both with Arkham Horror and also Star Wars Unlimited, it's not just the products we're expecting, right? There are new things coming.
Absolutely. I mean, we always design the things to maximize the experience. It's just not slapping logos on a thing and tell everyone that's the official product. We always try to maximize the experience with products that everyone wants or don't even know they need it until we show them. So that's what Gamegenic is all about, and that's what we're proud of.
I'm hearing from Jim that he has words to say to you backstage, so I think we need to let Adrian head back.
He's gonna do something with me, but thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Adrian. Ooh, shenanigans, there we go. All right, so we have been laying out all of 2026 across all of our major game lines. So after Lawless Time, of course, we've already discussed some other things that are coming in 2026 for Star Wars Unlimited. We have Lawless Time releasing in March of 2026, followed by Ashes of the Empire in July, and of course, we know that Homeworlds is set to release in November, but I don't know, it looks like there's a glare on my little screen, or there's like a weird shadow on it. I don't know what those are, or maybe we might have some different Star Wars Unlimited products coming to you in 2026. For those who may not have heard, we revealed at Essen Spiel that we will be releasing 4 new Twin Suns pre-constructed decks this spring. Now, each of these decks are going to feature 2 brand new leaders specifically designed for the Twin Suns
Não, tô
format.
cansando, né?
Do I have guesses on who those leaders are going to be? I knew that was going to be the first thing you said. I knew it was. Well, I'm not going to make you speculate.
Pax,
Don't
ixi,
tell
galera, acho
Jim.
que vai
I'm
sair
just going to
agora
tell you what the 4
em
leader pairings
agosto,
are.
ok?
All right, so let's
Completa
see.
no canal.
First up, we are going to start with Count Dooku and
Dia
Asajj
exato que vai começar, não
Ventress
sei.
in Master and Apprentice. Next up, we
junto com a
have
Pax Christi vai
Maul
estar
and
também a
Savage
Gamescom.
Opress in Blood Brothers. Third, we have Anakin Skywalker and Padme Amidala in aggressive
Pax.
negotiations. I love that art of
O
Padme.
resto 2026 também.
And finally, the 4th pairing, you can hear a pin drop in the room.
É toque
We
Game
have
Show.
Ahsoka
Dá uma
Tano
chega, né?
and Rex in Against the Odds. All 4 of the Twin Suns pre-constructed decks will release in spring of 2026, all at the same time. But it does seem like we have one final missing piece. So to end our in-flight report today, maybe we should reveal what that is. Do we think so? Okay, let's see. So coming in fall of 2026, we will be releasing a mini set that is a return to core game mechanics designed as an entry point for new players that focuses on some of the most iconic characters, ships, and locations within the Star Wars galaxy. We are bringing you Star Wars Unlimited Icons. This is your chance to get a picture right now. There you go. Okay, so in addition to the 3 main sets releasing in 2026, and the release of Star Wars Twin Suns decks and the Icons mini set shows that Star Wars Unlimited truly is a trading card game of unlimited possibilities. Thank you so much for joining us, everyone. This has been our In-Flight Report 2025. Keep
Next
an eye
in
out on
19,
Fantasy
The
Flight
House
also
is
for more
alive.
information, and we will
Gitbit
see you
reacts to
next year. Thanks,
Kamigawa.
everybody.
Close, but pause.
Ok,
Play,
galera,
button,
essa foi a
video.
nossa transmissão da PAX Unplugged. Lembrando, amanhã, 28, temos 29, outro mais, 29 outro, E 30 mais um. E 31, outro mais. Dia 1º teremos 3 packs. Ok? Unplugged. Ok? Tem que acelerar a packs como der lugar aqui no canal. Muito obrigado a todos por me acompanharem. Nos vemos na próxima live aqui no canal. Muito obrigado, valeu, falou. Eu fui, tchau, tchau.
Iniciar janela. Volume speaker. OBS Studio. Já OB adicionar. Interromper.